Good morning, YouTube. This is your boy OG,
Michelle.
and back with another video, guys. As you were saying, we trying to explain to y'all before that our living conditions is kind of rough. You understand me? We have the money to pay for our bills and stuff, but the people who own the house seems they don't have to do nothing. And what I was trying to make a video before this incident happened was that we was gonna make a video about putting your money in escrow, exercising your constitutional right when your landlord choose not to wants to fix stuff into the home and have you to live in very foul living conditions, and they figure that they can do this to you. You understand me? And like a person like myself, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna cash you out and have me and my family living in filth. You understand me? I'm very not a nasty person, neither are Michelle. So therefore, like I said, several times since we've been in Ohio, we've been in the escrow accounts several times where it literally had made us homeless for putting our money into the escrow account for fighting our rights to keep the landlords for treating us like this. So when we was living in Renningsburg, we had that situation. You understand me? Ceiling literally fell down on one of the workers. You know what I mean? And my son was just using the bathroom and came out, and the man went to go put some paint on the wall, and that whole ceiling fell down on him. But that was another upset. But right here at the house we're here now, since we was forced to be in here, when we first moved into this home, you understand me? They did not paint this house. They didn't do nothing. They did not clean and nothing. Only thing we see they was replaced was the carpet. You understand me? So it was, major problems. And I'm like, yo, hold on, man. You trapped me into this lease. Now you said everything was gonna be done and all this and that. So we was staying in the hotels and stuff like that till they got it right. So therefore, we took your word because we had to pay extra money waiting on the for this house to be prepped up, and they never even done nothing. You know what I mean? So when they told us to go ahead and move in, it was the worst thing I ever saw. I mean, me and my baby, we sat there and just broke down like, man, we can't get out of this situation with these landlords is treating people like this. You know what I mean? So we came in and there was no stove, no refrigerator, none of that. We came with the food and everything. We had to let all that food go to the garbage. You know what I'm saying? We had to sit the food outside and try to keep it cold and stuff, but the animals would not allow that. They tore that shit up, y'all. So, okay, let's go with this video. What I'm trying to say is, I pay $1,000 for rent here, and you know what I mean, with all the utilities. So therefore, for a person that's paying all everything like I own the house. You understand me? So therefore, recently I get a bill saying I had a water bill that came up to me for $700, and it was a shut-off notice, as you can see right here. So yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it's a shut-off notice. So they told me if I pay a certain amount, it wouldn't bother you. So on December the 2nd, I decided to go and make that payment. So when I go make the payment, I come back, we have no water. So I'm like, they received their payment. So I'm like, wow, we don't have no water now. I'm like, wait a minute, you got your payment. So as what I'm saying right here, for some reason they turned that water off. And this is the date they saying that they send me another bill. After I done paid it, they send me another $700 and something bill. As you can see it, that the shut-off notice is coming up pretty soon on the 14th to shut it off, because non-payment, you received the payment. So you're sending me another shut-off note before you even turn the stuff back on, because now if they turned it off on December the 2nd, 2021, and they got their payment, I don't know why they didn't never come back and turn this water on. I mean, me and my family living in hard conditions right now. And I do believe it's to the fact because these are one of the landlord's tricks that they would do to you because all this stuff that you go downtown and you file against this stuff like this, because yeah, they made us homeless when we was homeless shelter for the last incident. For the landlords did not want to fix the property, but they just want to collect that money. So this is going on our third time that we're going to have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? So third time actually putting it, really the fifth time putting it in escrow. Because in Rendsburg, they just kept renewing the lease and they knew it was their fault. So now these lawyers, they could beat you up with these paperwork, you understand? Because they would take this paperwork and reverse it. You understand me? They got these high lawyers that just works with the real estates and your landlords. So anything that you will be working with is a landlord, a public offender, anything you go down there to fight with, he's not on your side. You understand me? And he's gonna do what he gotta do to help the other guys so they could, get payment from your landlord. So here it is, the money is in escrow. So right now, we got over $2,000 in there. So here's is another court date that they sent for us to repair to come to court. So like I'm saying, he using these strategies and stuff like that. So now what he did, he done used a strategy having the police to run down on my son's car that was parked in front of the house. And so therefore they was saying the car was abandoned. And if the police, I know they got the computer saying who car this is, the car is registered, insured, and everything. So all you gotta do is the car is in front of the house and they've been sitting there. You understand me? Therefore, we gonna send you a notice to be told if you don't move the car. So what I had to do, guys, is I had to put my handicap sticker in the window to fight back, to avoid that. So the car is still sitting out there. So now I gotta put everything with my handicap stickers in the window. So therefore, like I'm saying, we put our money in escrow and everything. So therefore, this week he's really mad at the most. Even because with this insurance, house insurance, it states that you must have rental insurance to live in these places. You understand me? So with the rental insurance people, they had access to everything. And as you can see here, this was my rental insurance and my automobile insurance. So they had the house, the car, and everything, right? So therefore, we doing business with them. So since I beat with the handicap sticker thing, so therefore they canceled my policy after $200 I had to pay left on my insurance, because I tried to pay them the insurance for the whole year. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, they gave it to me for 6 months, and I'm like, well, okay. So they wanted $1,800 for that, right? So when it was down to like, I gave them $1,000, then I gave them, chopped it off with $300, then I gave them another $2 something, and they canceled the policy on the $2 something. So now what I'm trying to say here is, they don't switch me to another insurance. So now I've got Progressive now. So therefore, the same company, they switched me to Progressive. So now they sitting here telling me I owe them a balance. You understand? What they done got over the $200 and something I with no insurance. So it was like the 5 remaining. So they done cut me off. I'm thinking I got insurance. And so then I say, wait a minute, and I'm gonna look at the card, and I'm like, so I had somebody to drive the car for me. So I say, well, they say I don't want to drive it because your insurance is not right, because I don't want to destroy my license. I said, I understand. I said, oh, so I called in. They said, oh, we canceled you. I said, what you cancel me for? I've been just cashing you out and making payments. We never had a problem. So, like I saying, it's a landlord with his BS. You understand? So, also then understand that he had to pay a lot of money to cut this tree down in front of the house. Literally, the tree was raining tree branches at us. You understand? We couldn't sit on the porch. We can't sit in the backyard. Too many bugs, tree branches flying, electricity going off, and everything. I'm like, oh man, something got to give. You moved us in the house. The house never was painted. I mean, it was somebody else's COVID or whatever you moved us in. You understand me? So we had to go through that. You understand me? So I'm like, wait a minute. So he didn't prep nothing, no paint, nothing. So now this is all harassing, man. Now you going to my financial, you trying to destroy me with the car insurance, and talking about, oh, you this much money, and they done canceled the policy. Like I said, I got Progressive now, so therefore, by this agency right here, they don't want to switch me over to Progressive. You know what I'm saying? A little did he know. So all these little shenanigans I feel is coming towards me, you know what I mean? These are some serious fights, you know what I mean? So, and I'm saying, how can you take advantage of somebody? Could you say, oh, they was homeless? And you gotta realize, I wasn't homeless for not paying my bills. You understand me? I have no bad credit. You understand me? I pay all my bills. I paid $6,800,000 in Renningsburg. On Cassidy, I paid about $75,000 living there. And here, I'm gonna have to pay in the hotels. I had to pay that was like $1,500 a month in the hotel. Every month, $1,500 to $1,600 a month. So they see a person in hardship, but they will not let me in because all the landlords see that I'm a person that will take your butt to court. You understand me? And boom. So they don't want to rent to people who will go up there and fight for their rights. But this landlord said that that I sued for the escrow. And I said, it's the only reason because I have kids. You understand? It's not no scam I'm doing, none of that. It's the kids in the house, and I'm paying for them to live in mold. Disgustingness. You understand me? Like I'm saying, I don't feel that's right just because I'm African American, then I don't have no rights. You understand me? Because as I was Caucasian, trust me, would not have me like this. You understand? Wouldn't even thought about putting me in a situation like that. So therefore, you know what I mean? I can show you several spots that I don't try, and I can show you right now. See, this is a good one right here. See this window right here? Let's go, you guys. Let me switch this camera thing around so that way, yeah, I can see where I'm at with it. I guess I ain't doing it right. Okay, I'll do it this way. Can't you see this stuff right here? These hooks. These hooks right here. Right? It was the previous tenant's hook. All this nastiness around the window panes and stuff, right? The cracked windows is not even, He said he painted. None of this ever been painted. The ceiling window was painted. Stuff like this been sitting up here. Down here. This is how your boy moved in. This is how we surviving now. We using water bottles to wash dishes, to wash our person, and everything. And like I said, the bill is paid. Wait a second, how do you switch this thing around? So, guys, I'm trying to figure this how to switch this thing over because it just keep going to the brightness.
When you press a button, it's not going through the meter.
No, this is
the phone.
Yeah, it's somewhere. All right. So there go my truck. As you can see, we can't even get garbage to be picked up. The garbage supposed to been picked up this over weeks. This is my son's car, the black one. Actually trash. I mean, my neighbors, we got suffering out here. So, this might be a little disturbing. If you got stomach to handle this and stuff like this, how we actually really utilize the toilet, because this is how we have absolutely no shower, the curtain to put up or nothing right here, shower rod, nothing. This how your landlord puts you in. We have still got the mold all around. This is our shower curtain that we had. This is what we had to provide ourselves this, because it came with none of this, So yeah, guys, like I said, this is the vents and stuff that we have to get our heat from and stuff like that. So you understand, we don't have no toilet paper rack or something like that. So as you can see, none of that was even put in here. We had to fight, because I'm trying to figure out how is the water bill so high when we had 3 months. It was almost 6 months that the toilet was messed up and the tub was messed up. So he had to snake that out. He sent somebody to snake it out, and he gave me the bill. And I'm like, hold on, man. I asked you when we first moved here, we had all these problems. You understand? So therefore, yeah, guys. So, and what else is a lot of? It's like the mold all around. You see what I'm saying? The mold all around the house, around all the window panes like that. So basically, like I'm saying, you know what I mean? And I had him to come and look at the house when he prepped up the house right there across the street, that brown house, where that tire's sitting at. He owns that house too. So he's a landlord of 150 houses, and so far in some other videos that, that I asked him, could you move me to another units? He had several units that was available for me to move in. He said he don't want to do that, and I'm like, well, you got to do something. I can't keep paying for all your apartments for you to keep fixing these houses, man. You understand me? Off of me, and I'm suffering like this, and my kids, we got to live in the mold, and mold around the bathroom, mold around the sink, and all of a sudden that you just want to call the cops on me, and you know what I mean, and put me and my family through all this, that, so you don't want to rent to me again. You understand me? Because your fight is not with me, not with Michelle, not with the children's or the Crawford family. This fight is actually what is always with every landlord that I ever seen and I rented to, is they fight with the workers. If the workers is not going to work for you, you understand, please do not take that out on me. You understand me? Because I have several text messages in here with his workers that supposed to come here. They comes in here, take one look. They say, man, I'm not doing this. And they leave. They don't come back. You understand me? So then I'll be like, hey, Brad, well, your worker is trying to find somebody else. Have patience enough to deal with his nonsense. You know what I mean? But like I'm saying, if you knew you have problems with your workers, and they keep saying that we ain't, they contract workers. They are not maintenance men and stuff. They contract workers. So he keeps sending them people there to my house, and they say they don't feel comfortable because he give you the keys to the house. You understand me? And you give them keys to somebody else's house, and we're a contractor. We not, so they are basically his friends. But like I said, when it comes to the work, they choose to say they're not putting their hands on it. They're not getting sued. You understand me? So, like I said, I have great neighbors out here. They've been very supportive. They've been very helping me from day one. I mean, they was like, come on, it's really bad that to see a family to move in and they didn't even prep the house, clean it or nothing. They just threw the family in there. You understand me? And you got some people are really being like a jerk, but they don't want to be too bad of it because they know it's not, with the COVID, with the kids going back to school and seeing that, all these families that came in and out of this house and they stay like a month or two, you understand me? But like I'm saying, for a person to been out there in the streets for 3 years, homeless with your family, 3 years, just because the landlord do not want to fix up their property, and the court system will put that in the system and let them know that this guy will take you to escrow if you don't. And I'm like, when they do that background checkup on you and all that stuff, it sees everything all right. That's what mess you up. For some reason they give that kind of information out. But I spend a lot of money. People made a lot of money on me on background checks. Deposit and all this stuff they put. I mean, I'm just been given money, and I get nowhere. And it was hard to pay my room. You understand me? We was in whew,
A lot of hotels.
a lot of hotels. We was at the Marriott. We had the Best Western. We had Studio 6. We had the Red Roof. In-town suites. We was everywhere, man. I mean, boom. And I want to give a shout out to Red Roof and Studio 6. Oh, man, they made our lives a lot easier. You understand me? When we was in the shelter, my God, man, it's your family is living like that. My God, man, your family is like is in jail. If you ever been in jail and locked up and you see your family with you in that situation, it's just not good, guys. It's not good. It's not a good morning when you wake up in there. You understand me? It's really not. You understand? Anybody been in the shelters off of Fifth or what's that, Van Buren?
Van Buren.
Yeah, I mean, God bless you if you struggle,
stuck it out,
you just,
it ain't easy.
it ain't easy, the rules and how foul you got to be, and you got to chuck it up because, you know what I mean, it's cold out there. You see what I'm saying? They know that, and so.
Kids getting sick, throwing up.
Yeah, man, it just, like I said, man, my prayers go to you guys, and it's supposed to be a thing that's supposed to help us, but mentally, people need help to go through that situation because when you're down like that, then Children's Services is right there next to you to just take your kids from you. And you got to fight. We got to fight and fight and fight. Don't matter what. All that ignorant talk anybody want to put in your head and, you know what I mean, get away from that. Just fight. Your fight. You understand me? And you can get through that. You understand me? But I wouldn't wish this on nobody, man. You know what I mean? Because it's your kids to see them suffer. You understand me? It's like you really got to fight hard. And like I'm saying, as I know, I had to fight. But if I'm going back to escrow and I'm gonna have to fight again, but I'm saying I know me and my family might be back out homeless again because but I can't let this black mold eat my kids alive, man. So it's not me. It's just me fighting for my life and my kids too. You understand? So basically, I'm saying is sometimes I do feel that everywhere I go, the rent is getting higher and higher and higher, and I'm paying more for mold. When I was living in 1091 North Cassidy Avenue, they had to tear the house down. Just finish. The nice, beautiful house. $725 a month. I was great. Big backyard. everything, nice neighbor. Man, I mean, the mold was so bad. And it just ate the whole bathroom, like it's doing that one. Ate the whole bathroom. They could not rent this to nobody, just had to take it down. And I won that case in the escrow too, but it's due to the fact that the landlord seen it for himself and said he apologized. It was, I guess, with the Donald Trump one and bullying people around. So I guess he felt that way. Like, you know, he had money and power, you know what I mean? And, you know, you wasn't nothing. You understand me? So, yeah, guys, so he apologized, and man, Mr. Hernandez seemed to be came on good terms, but he still owed me the deposit of what's that? That was
1450, right?
1450. That's a reminder balance, so I'm trying to get that out of them. I try to get that out of them 3 years because but they don't want to give that money up. But that's the money it takes you to get in. So, but guys, you understand? Right now, I'm going to, like I said, I'm gonna keep y'all posted. They said they might be able to turn the water on today or whatever. Like I said, it's been paid before they turned it off. So now, therefore, I talked to them. They said, "Oh, we could have been out there." And I'm saying, "What's the problem? We've been, you know, I call y'all, and it's just it kept sending me to a robot." You know what I mean? So I can't get past it. You're not speaking to no live operator or nothing. You know what I mean? You just going through that changes and stuff like that. So then I just said, go make the payment and boom. But so, like I said, Mr. My landlord, he tried a lot of these things and stuff, but like I said, my life, my kids' life still could be in jeopardy because, like I'm saying, we still trying to get them to do something with these lights. Keep going off and on, off and on, off and on. The cable, internet off and on, off and on. I ain't got no peace. You understand? All I got is stress. I'm like, damn, I cannot enjoy a show. And guys, and to be honest to you, you know what we surviving off on the internet, right? It's the school hotspot. So, you know, sometimes we could depend on that thing because so until we get our internet from, you know what I mean? Because right now, all these bills is coming and they want their money, or if they don't get it, what happened, guys? What happened?
You get it, you gotta get out.
Yeah, because this is for paying customers, right? But I'm saying is, see, I'm losing train of thought already because there's so much built in there, you know. But I'm saying, but when it comes to your cable and everything, they still want their money or destroy your credit. And right now, I'm fighting for clean credit again, guys. I am not playing around with this stuff. I'm taking this stuff very serious. My parents raised me to take care of my business. You understand me? Don't ever play with it. They say you had the most finest cars in the world, but you cannot live in that car. You cannot raise your family in that vehicle. So, as that been taught to me, so therefore, like I'm saying, you understand? I mean, so if you see me out there in a couple of months and I'm homeless again, throw your boy a sandwich, all right? And God bless. OG.
Michelle.
And we out. We see you on the next video.